Senator for Kiambu. Yeah, because, Mr. Speaker, you can be just like Senator Sifuna, a senator for Nairobi, but from Kakamega. Mr. Speaker,
Order, Honorable Senator. Senator Karungo, just to remind you, I had earlier on communicated that if you have an opportunity to speak, keep it under 3 minutes.
Okay, I'll do so, Mr. Speaker. You know, it's because we are treated
What is your point of order, Senator for Nairobi?
Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order 105, the remarks by the Senator for Kiambu are not only in bad faith, but they are also not factual. He has allocated an origin to me that is very strange to me. I don't come from Kakamega. I don't understand why. I am the senator for Nairobi. I don't know what. I don't come from Kakamega. That is the whole point.
Order, honorable senators. I think Senator Sifuna knows where he comes from.
Correct.
He has stated that he comes from Nairobi. So any other assertion is not factual, and therefore ought to be withdrawn. So proceed to withdraw that aspect, Senator Karungo, and conclude your remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's only yesterday he was saying that his mother doesn't have network all the way from Western.
That's his mother, honestly.
In Western, Mr. Speaker, it's only yesterday here that there is no network from where he comes from. And he was asking the CS Kabogo to make sure they have network. Anyway, I withdraw and apologize. He knows where he comes from. Mr. Speaker, let me comment on the statement that was requested by Senator Omtata. Mr. Speaker, this is an issue of compensation. And I think as a Senate, we need to stop every other business when we come back, Mr. Speaker, and deliberate on the issues of compensation for the persons affected, for the project-affected persons. We call them PAPs, Mr. Speaker. This mandate is given to NLC, National Land Commission, that whenever a person or an individual or a community, they are affected by an infrastructure, whether a road or a building or a bridge, they should be compensated, Mr. Speaker. And NLC is the one that is mandated to make sure that they are compensated. But this is not the case, Mr. Speaker, because they never get their money. I think as a Senate, we should make it mandatory for NLC before they agree the signing of any contract that those affected persons should be compensated or must be compensated before, Mr. Speaker, the contract commences, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, through the memories from the Roads Committee, Mr. Speaker, I remember...
Mr. Speaker, long went.
Oh, Madam Speaker. Oh, Madam Speaker. Sorry for that. Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I remember very well in the Roads Committee, we had these issues. The people of Kabete, the people of Gitaru, the people of Ndeia, all in Kiambu County, have not been compensated. We even, in the Roads Committee, in the files there are people from all the way from Elgeyo Marakwet, from 1975, Madam Speaker. They have never been compensated. And this is happening even today, Madam Speaker. I think we need to stop every other business because this is a matter of national importance, that the government is trespassing on people's properties, Madam Speaker. Because when you build road on somebody's private land and you deny them compensation, you are a thief. You are stealing. You are grabbing their land, Madam Speaker. So I think this is something that we really need to discuss. The other issue that was raised by Senator Aledama, Madam Speaker, about the Senate caucus on futures, Mr. Speaker. It is time for us to think about the laws that help the generation.
Just give him 30 seconds to finish, please. Will that be adequate?
Yeah, what I was saying, Madam Speaker, is that it's good for us as a Senate and also the National Assembly. When we come up with the laws, we should think about the next generation. We should make laws for prosperity. Before every or any law is passed by this House, we should be asking ourselves, how is it going to affect our country in the next 5, 10 years? That is what exactly Senator Ledama was saying. And I urge the House to support that we do have a standing committee on futures. That is foresight, Madam Speaker. Thank you.
Senator Oruoba.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd like to add my voice on Senator Onyonka's statement about illegal organ transport, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, this has since been brought to the public and to the limelight, Madam Speaker, that our youth particularly are being recruited by rogue agents, particularly in the area of Eldoret, Madam Speaker. They are being recruited to sell their kidneys, Madam Speaker, for less than 1,000 USD. Actually, now the going rate apparently is 250,000 to 300,000 for a kidney, Madam Speaker. And it has become such a lucrative business apparently for these agents, because once they do that, they are selling these organs, these kidneys, at about 9 million Kenya shillings to India. Madam Speaker, we have a whole group of cartels who are actually, they have organized that space in a way that it has become a norm in Eldoret particularly, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I want to say that it is unfortunate that this has even spread down to the labor export agents, Madam Speaker. Agents who are supposed to be taking people to go and work abroad are now looking for desperate youth to ensure that they harvest their organs, they make a killing in between for agency fee. Some are being lied to that they are going to work outside, Madam Speaker, and it's all under the government watch, Madam Speaker. So I hope when this statement is being dealt with, that we are not just going to give a report as usual, Madam Speaker. We have to see arrests. There are so many of our desperate youth who have ended up with severe complications because they are being told you'll get 300,000 instantly. Some are being promised with an exchange of a boda, Madam Speaker. Can you imagine? Someone is just, because they are so desperate, they're saying, let me give out my kidney so I can get a boda and start, earning and living, Madam Speaker. So I think this is unfortunate. This is not what this government intended to do with our youth. And it's a very, very unfortunate event. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Senator Sifuna.
Madam Speaker, I rise to comment on the statement by Senator Onyonka. But before I do, I have forgiven my counterpart from Kiambu. During the campaigns, we had a campaign where we used to transport people from Murima. They go and see how Western region and the lake looks like. We take our people from Western. They also come and see the difference between Kiambu, Muranga, and the others. Because some Kenyans, Madam Speaker, because they have never gone past their homes,